This week on the Hoover Boys.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, Billy and I are outdoor knocking today, random weekday, and we ended up talking to an old farmer who owns a whole bunch of land, and he directed us to this field, one of his fields, because there's a old foundation in the woods over here. And my very first signal, I'm already on the board with the little D. You know Brad loves the D. And Billy's got something old here.
I think I got the big D with the Andy on the end.
Oh, that is the big dandy. You want to flip it over?
Oh yeah.
See that George Washington on the other side?
I'd love for it to be on there. I gotta clean it off.
Let's see.
If they had the GW, I'd do a backflip.
Dude, that's a big dandy, and it's like, how is it never plow schmacked? It's perfectly round. Clean it up. We'll see if we have any design. That's a great sign now. And that there's what we search for. Early history. Look at the design on that thing. That is absolutely beautiful. That's why it's called a dandy button, because it was fancy. They called the guys dandies that wore them. Here you go, buddy. That's exactly what we wanted to see.
Oh yeah.
We know this place is old.
Let's get at it.
You said it, brother.
So we probably spent like 2 hours wandering around this place, and there was absolutely nothing else interesting after his big dandy button, which is incredible. So it's kind of a heartbreaker. The part of the woods where the house used to be is completely just filled in with just trash and just cans everywhere. The rest of the field is just completely quiet. So we're gonna eat our lunch. We're probably gonna move down the road. So if we find anything else, we'll see you there. Eat your lunch, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And you eat your lunch too.
Well, we got permission for another farm. Went out in the fields, didn't find anything. Asked if we could do around the house, and we were about to leave. The house is maybe mid to late 1800s, but we hadn't found anything here until right now. Billy on the board again.
Here, let me show you this stuff first. I know you don't care, but that's one of his little good luck. That would have been my first good luck with the coin. I don't even know what it is yet.
Oh, there's a coin in there?
Yeah.
It's probably a weedy.
And then
Oh, you are finding a few things.
it's like a Harley Davidson thing. Pin.
Okay, definitely a pin. But right there
Look at that thing just hanging there, dude.
is an SLQ.
Yeah.
That's only your second one ever.
Yep.
Fuck her out of there, Billy. Good job. I was just coming over here too. Smooth?
I guess we'll find
You
out.
gonna whip that?
Yeah.
That was a terrible whip.
Oh, I never get my whips. You know, I don't get enough practice.
No? Good job, Billy. Flip her over. Yeah.
Oh, it's a smooth one anyway.
Maybe it's an older one.
See it? The date's not there. Oh, it is a spill.
Huh?
Right there's another coin right under this clump.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a weedy or something. I'll try to do a close up. Find some more silver. Billy got himself a standing Liberty quarter. These are such beautiful coins. Unfortunately, his has got a lot of wear. It's probably one of the earlier ones. There's no date. It's a call. But that is awesome, man.
I'm happy with
One of my favorite coins because I never find them. I found my first one last week, and first one in a long time. Anything else in there?
Yeah, just that wee penny.
Just your weedy? Let's see if we can get a year on that. 51. An SLQ and a 51 spill. Maybe newer. Still getting signals down in there?
I'm getting phantom, I think.
You flip out of Morgan, I'm gonna call BS.
Yeah.
Good job, brother.
I wish I never dug a Morgan.
Well, we moved again. We actually came back to one of our old sites. We call this place the King's Mansion because the first time we came here, the owner was like, why don't you go back in that field? That's where the old mansion was. Okay. Over the years, Bill and I have been back here and we found all kinds of dandy buttons and big coppers, colonial coppers. This is actually the first place where Bill got his first standing Liberty quarter. And I've never brought the little coal back here and worked this iron patch hard. We've always been in the field, so I got a good signal here. It's right at like 76, 77. Now there's a ton of rivets back here, but I'm hoping there's gonna be a copper or something along that sort. It's allowed to be a 1 real. I did get a half real out of here before.
Ooh.
Oh, a little fat button. That's why I was beeping so high.
Nice.
Gold guilty button. So we know there's targets back here in this iron. And we haven't been back here in a year because this was a cornfield last year. So let's have some fun, buddy. We got like 2 hours. So I just dug some big iron out of this hole here. But you can see all the burnt ash color and brick and stuff in the hole. So I'm thinking this might be where they dumped some trash. So I'm leaving this hole open for now. Obviously I'll fill it back in later. But I called Billy over and he came over and he's got some glass down here in his hole.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's going to be holding it looks like it's going to be. I'm going to have to work this thing for a while.
So hopefully this is the pit and we will turn it back on once that's closer to coming out.
Piece of metal. There's some metal. That's the trash.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
underneath.
buddy.
That was underneath. That was my signal.
Yeah, buddy. Billy Bottles.
Yeah.
Anything on her?
It's got date. Oh,
How far does the seam go up?
it's going all the way right to the neck, right there.
Okay.
So I mean, it's still.
Well,
Well,
we-
it's got a. It's embossed, but it says
Huh?
2.5 ounces
Where's the... Oh, on the neck.
on the neck.
2.5 ounces of what?
Whatever the hell was in it.
Well, the bottle's not as old as we were hoping it was going to be, but...
No, but we know this is a pit.
But we know we're digging the trash area.
Wish we would have brought the
It's
first.
probably this whole thing here. So we'll ask the owner if we can come back here maybe another day to dig this out.
Yeah, dig what we probe it a little bit and check it out.
Yeah, buddy. Good job, Billy.
Thank you.
What's that?
Yeah. What the hell is that, dude?
It's an iron ball.
Yeah,
So it looks like it has a thing here and here. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Could just be schmooze, but I don't know of any wars in this area.
You did find the plate over there, though.
Found a plate.
Didn't you find the breastplate over at the other field, you know, close by?
Not that close by.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is pretty far. What the hell would that be, though?
It's a big iron ball. Congratulations. Oh! So this is why whenever you're hunting in iron, use the smallest coil possible. Got what I thought was going to be a non-ferrous signal in this hole. Pulled out big iron. Huge nail. And I'm like, okay, got me. Wrong. Right underneath the iron, that's a cradle bell. That's a broken cradle bell. Dang it. That's a big one though. I don't think I found one that big, complete. Which makes sense because I just found a piece of cradle bell right there.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, just the top.
Nice. Hey, it's still part.
Maybe the iron ball you just found was the dinger for inside of it.
That might have been, yeah. Maybe we were looking for the cradle to surround that dinger.
I've always loved this place.
Oh, yeah, dude, this
It's,
puts a smile on your face.
yeah, it's way back in our little world where I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pure. I think it's bigger than a coin, but that's a
Silver spoon.
belt plate or big cradle bell.
Oh, I love that cradle.
Oh. Swing over your hole. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, if we had it out, we'd be a little upset.
I mean, it's definitely going to be something big, but... Oh, boy.
Oh, Brad, I wish you were here to see this. Crunch on bread.
Oh.
Oh, I'm doing this just right.
Oh, there it is. Holy cow! Look at the size of that buckle.
Hey,
I told you it's going to be a buckle.
it works.
Dude, let me see that honker. That thing is massive.
I like it.
I don't know if I'm focused in on it. Dude, that is ridiculous.
That's what
Now that would be the strap that would go like right at the horse's stomach to hold like the saddle on there. That's ridiculous. All right, come back.
This is my best signal so far. High 70s, right around 80. I'm hoping for a coin. Oh, it's not going in. Or a big dandy butt. Go in the ground.
Or a rock.
It's sitting on a rock. It's sitting on a rock. Alright. I have to go in this way. Oh. What's that be? Gonna be a weedy or something? There's another big button. Another thick button, I think. Yep, another thick button.
Nice.
It's like, no, it's a weedy.
Is it a wheat?
It's a, what's a weedy doing back here?
I don't know.
Billy, what's a weedy doing back here?
Is that what it sounds like before it goes down on the toilet?
I found the 1919 weedy where Billy found this SLQ earlier.
I got a bobby for a little bit, I'm sorry.
You playing with it, Bobby? Billy Bobby? Billy Bob? Bobby Bill? Be something old. Something big again. Maybe. This one's what, 79, 80?
Yep. Class.
There it is. What is it? What the?
Oh,
Oh, range guide.
Range guide. See where?
Like how did we miss signals like that before?
Said that, man, I'm telling you.
I mean, it has been a long time since we've been here, but
Yeah.
you gotta dig those signals. That could have been anything. Has it got any fancy on it? I know these people back here had money. Cool, range guide. I was pretty sure the area we've been working is the barn, Cradle bells, horse tack, little D buckles, but just when you thought Billy was gonna get all the treasure today. That's a cool.
Home Memorial.
You. Ugh. It's gotta be a big copper. I mean, it's allowed to be a 2 reals. It's low 80s. It's coin pure. That's a dead 80. Don't you be a little D. Don't you be a little D. It's another little D. I got like 3 or 4 little D's today.
That's a dead. Oh, you gotta cut that out. That was wrong. Don't go. I'm sorry, baby. How many little D's did you dig today?
All of them.
All of them. I got one.
I got the rest. So we have a lot of days like this where we'll go out and only dig a few good targets, and usually I wouldn't post a video on this and take the couple good targets and post them in one of like Wednesday's videos as like a little cut in. But why not post these videos too on, like, you know, in between episodes? So that's what I'm going to be doing with days like this. Billy had a great little day. He found the only 2. Well, he found a few good things, but there's all the stuff we dug. We dug a lot of big iron out of that last place. We've never pulled all the big iron out of there, and never hit it with the little coils. But here's the board. I got a bunch of little things. That's a piece of probably this Cradle bell. 4 little D's, another little horse tack and horse tack over here. Clad, I did get 1 button. This may be another button. And 2 Wheaties. Yeah, buddy. I even checked my dates. This one's a 1915 D, almost a 1914. But Billy's got the D in his little truck, and he's got that huge horse tack. He's got this iron ball. I mean, yeah, let's just call it a cannonball. It's awesome. You got the range guide over by the barn and the other stuff. You got a few wheats, including the Wheatie and that little lucky medallion thing. The pin, you got a shoe buckle frame out of that last site. And the dandy button right off the bat, that's absolutely phenomenal. And the SLQ, only his 2nd one ever.
The bottle?
And a bottle. And Billy Bottle's got a bottle. That's definitely a pit there. We are going to try to get in there at some point in time and dig that thing out. But until next week, help clean up the ground, dig it all. Hold on, that was not right. Until next time, help clean up the ground, dig it all.
Take your trash with you.
And take your trash with you.
Why, Kurt?
Because all holes matter. I'm tired. it's getting dark. We're about ready to leave, and I just tripped over probably another little debuckle.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Go in the ground. Not going in the ground deep enough. Where's my debuckle?
Ooh. I went right at her. You can't see. Is that it? There's my debuckle. Can you see the outline of it in the sky at least?
Oh yeah, you can see everything about it. Got another little D.
It's like maybe 5 on the day. I don't know. My sack's getting way down with the D. That didn't sound right.
Sack's getting way down. How many little D's did you dig today?
All of them.
All of them. I got one.
I got the rest.